Hello everybody, welcome back to the third installment of the Warframe introduction series. This is my take on all of the stuff that new players should basically be explained on their journey into playing Warframe. For those of you who don't play Warframe and are still watching, just to kind of see what you're going to get yourself into with the game, thank you for sticking around, and I hope that everyone can take little pieces of this series out and kind of keep progressing in the game. For more just experienced players, this probably won't help you that much. You might learn something, you might not. But for those of you who enjoyed this, thank you for sticking around. Where we left off was we explained the market. We got this thing on our leg, so we're not under house arrest anymore. And we need to go find the nav segment. And then I think from there we can go confront Vor, and yeah. But real quick, I wanted to just kind of go over a little thing about weapons. For me, after this, we should be able to take our Master Rank 1 test, and we don't have it unlocked yet, but I would like to just suggest that you start out with the, where is it? You start out with, hold up guys, with the Shrun. There's an MK1 variant. It's a little bit weaker, actually a lot weaker. You can see the impact damage is, the damages itself are crazy better compared to its previous, it's got 27 puncture, 99 impact, 54 slash. I'll talk about these damage types later. 45 puncture, 165, and 90 slash on the non-MK1 variants. So once you hit level 1 with this, I would suggest that you guys go ahead and pick up the Shrun. Real quick, I didn't explain this last episode, but if you click down here when you go to your arsenal and you're looking at the mods, an easier way of organizing this, instead of going back to your mod selection, click on mods down here. It'll immediately take you to the modding section, and then you can go ahead and upgrade your mods as needed. And then once you leave this, it'll take you right back to your arsenal. So guys, keep that in mind. As a little fast trick to get back and forth. We're gonna go ahead and jump on into this mission. Tame the nav segment. This is I believe this is just going to help us go around and find where Captain Vor is actually located. I'm pretty sure after this we're in the clear to go ahead and fight him. I'm gonna go ahead and skip this schematic. Remember guys, neuroptic mass. How much am I getting from that? 1. Okay. Those neuroptic masses are amazing because neuroids are very tough to come by in the early stages of the game. So the more you get, the better. They're not always going to be in that location. Just keep that in mind. So if you guys don't get them, don't get mad because,
the Ascaris will complete
they randomly pop up. So.
And bring you.
But I hope you guys get some of those, because neuroids are going to be some of the main ingredients into getting some of the weapons that I'm going to, I guess suggest to you guys. Look for this. You guys can tell I am a terrible shot with these single target weapons. It's really just the bows. I'm pretty good with sniper rifles, but slide our way through the map. Okay, I thought there was a guy there. There usually is a guy there. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember this mission completely now. This is the mag segment.
We have what we... Wait.
So,
Tenno, coordinates in this nav segment put the
Lotus
galleon
talks
on a direct
about
course
right
to a
now. She's
convoy of
talking about
colonists.
how
You have a choice.
basically
You can
this
extract
cruiser
now,
is going
or you can
to
disable this galleon and save the
destroy a bunch of
colonists.
stuff.
Saving the colonists.
I'm just gonna
could
go ahead and do
jeopardize
it.
this
You know, I
mission.
wasn't gonna do it. I wanted to speed
recommend
on
you
through
head
this,
straight
make
to
it a really
extraction,
short video.
But the choice is yours.
But, oh, Vor's like, hey man, what are you doing?
The Ascaris failsafe is attacking your systems.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do
Your
this.
shield capacity has just been halved. You're wasting
So wait,
precious
can we go up
time,
here,
Tenno.
please? This is a window right here? No,
You've
it's not.
reached the
Good.
ship's power systems.
So we're gonna hack
Destroy
this?
the reactor. Destroy the fuel injectors.
And then we're gonna go ahead and kill all this stuff. So these injectors over here, there's 4 more. And that's it. Ship blows up, and we can go ahead and get out of here. I think all that does is it might give you bonus rewards. I'm not really sure, but it's, you know, it's a nice feeling. You know, you just save if you're into the whole role playing aspects. It definitely feels good to save an entire, you know, colony of whatever's.
The colonist
Not
ship
dying.
has escaped. I admire your noble intentions, Tenno, but you must survive.
Yeah,
for
I
the future
think we
of
just
the
got more
system.
credits. Lotus gives us a little bit of a congrats for, like, thank you for saving them, but should have just gotten out of there. Well, Lotus, sorry, but we're a good person. I'm a good person. So, yeah. Oh, and
When you are ready,
alright, we're gonna go ahead
proceed
and
to the navigation console.
wait, we're gonna put the segment in.
The detonator is charging up. You need to
Yeah,
bring
this is
Vor
where
down.
we confront
He
Captain
thinks
Vor.
he can capture you
So
again.
real quick, guys,
Don't worry.
I'm going
I
to
will be
do
with
the
you.
mastery
Let us
test.
show him how much you have learned.
Alright, sorry. As I said before, it usually pops up here. Oh, it doesn't. Anyway, you see how it says initiate and 0 affinity is the XP that you get from these things. Don't be afraid. If you level up your weapons, you get to mastery rank, to where you can get to the next mastery rank, and you fail the test, or if you just don't take it right away, don't be worried. Any affinity that you gain, even if it says 0, will roll over into the next master rank. So don't be discouraged to keep progressing in the game. Don't feel like you have to do this mastering test before you continue. That's not how this game works. It does roll over. So you go ahead, you hit the escape button, or you go to the pause menu, and above navigation is the master rank up test. You hit on that. It asks you if you want to become initiate rank. It says you can only attempt this once per day. You can only do this 1 per day each time. Even if you do the first one and complete it, you can't do the second one until 24 hours later. But don't worry, it's probably going to take about that time, if you have lives like I do, to get the affinity to level it up. So think about it like this: as long as you're doing about 1 of these a week, you're doing pretty okay until like master rank 10 or so. Depending on how you play. If you play a lot, then you'll get these within a week. But keep that in mind. Also, the rewards. Excuse me, a little bit of a cough. You get 1 more total mod capacity. In your mod storage, you have a certain amount of mods that you can hold. This adds 1 more to it. I don't believe that I've never gotten to the cap of this number, so this has never affected me. Void Traces storage, I'll explain that at a later time. This is for the Void Fishers, where we start getting into actually making platinum. But this is good. This will help you, but it's more of a mid-game sort of a thing. And 1,000 daily standing. This is also a mid-game reward. Note that these two, the standing and the void trace storage, these are very helpful. These are very helpful in like progressing and more efficiently progressing throughout the game. So we're going to go ahead and initiate the initiate rank test. using two words at the same time. But yes, so this test, the first three tests are basically similar. Are basically the same. You're using your primary weapon to kill enemies, then your secondary, and then your melee. So in this test, you're only using our primary, and it says to the left, kill all enemies with primary weapons, and it tells you how many enemies you have left to kill and how much time you have. So honestly, it gives you a good amount of time. Don't feel like you have to rush these first few ones.
Excellent. Continue.
You will have plenty of time. Trust me. So I'll go ahead and kill these guys. Got 3 more. And we still have a minute, like almost 2 minutes. I'll let go of that arrow. I'm really bad with the bow and arrow, guys. I'm sorry. Oh man. I still miss this one. It took all that time and trying to get a headshot and then miss. Hey man. Come on, guy. Come on, my guy. And yeah, we still have like 2.5 minutes. This is... I'm just gonna go ahead and kill this guy. And that's it. And then you kneel and Lotus like, this test is done. Congratulations,
A
whatever.
formidable performance. This test
And
is
then
now
you rank
complete.
up. This is
Mission
how
complete.
these works.
Excellent work,
These
Tenno.
things works. Yeah, these things work. Get it right, Dez. Come on. You can do it. Okay. Yeah, so that's how those tests work, and then you continue on with the game. Easy as that. So, like I was saying, and you can actually buy these weapons. You can actually buy weapons in this little place right here as well. You go to equip, and you can scroll down and see all these weapons. We're getting the Strun. I love the Strun. It is a semi-automatic shotgun. And we don't have any mods for it yet because we're not supposed to actually really worry about shotguns. So yeah, just keep that in mind as well. Gonna go ahead and equip some of this stuff to my other weapons, even though it really doesn't do all that much for me. So yeah, we're just trying to go ahead and go find Vor and let's kick his tail. Confront Captain Vor.
Are you ready, Tenno? Facing Vor is the only way to rid yourself of him permanently.
Alright, here we go, guys. This is the last mission of the prologue. We kill Vor, and we're free. We're free to start doing anything we want. And again, I'm going to explain boss fights to you guys. Most of these boss fights...
Take him
And
out.
okay, before I do that, you see how you see how crazy that shotgun is? Here, let me find another enemy.
This is our chance. Vor has been stripped of his elite guard. He is vulnerable. Take him out.
See this guy? Dead. See the guy over there? Dead. Let me go over here. See the guy right there? Almost dead. This gun is very strong. So again, semi-automatic shotgun. Some guns have secondary fires, this one does not. You can aim in as normal. Nothing's changed besides just being a shotgun. Shoots I can't really count that quickly. But yeah, you see how this is tearing through enemies. And this is unmodded, and granted these are level like what, 1 enemies? They're really weak. But once modded, it gets you infurious. Something I advise to you guys. If you guys are just walking around like this, or if you guys are looking in between enemies, just hit the R button to reload. It puts in 1 shell at a time. That can get kind of weird when you're sitting there, you know, like once you kill somebody, go ahead and get into the habit of tapping that R button. So that way you can always keep bullets into this thing. So, I kill this guy, I reposition myself, and I just keep going. Go ahead and press R, reload. keep positioning myself. I'm looking for more guys. Keep bullets in this gun, guys. And because you never know when you need to kill a bigger boss, like a heavy gunner or a bombard, and you just need to use like 3 shells into their, you know, domes, and you get reload, so you don't have the ammo. Like right there, I should have not even, like, I should have reloaded as I was jumping. Okay. This is Captain Ford. Now we have to fight him. He has a gun and a sword. I'm not too much worried about him. We're gonna go up into him. We're gonna shoot him. Take his shield off. And now he's gonna go in this bubble. Okay, guys, he's invincible. Don't try to shoot him in this bubble. You gotta kill these guys. Or at least wait. I think you just have to wait a period of time. But killing those guys will be helpful. But yeah, get the stun because it's gonna take care of Captain Vor very quickly, and you won't regret picking it up. Like, it's a really strong gun, and for a shotgun, it's pretty accurate as well. I thought he was. And then he does this
Tenno, look.
3 times total, and then that's it. You've killed Vor, guys. Congratulations. It's very simple.
Go to extraction.
If you're having any trouble with it, you know, go back, look at what I was doing, or go get the stun. You don't need to get the stun. It's gonna take a little bit. He's sort of a bullet sponge without, like, he's more of a bullet sponge when you're using the MK1 variants of weapons. So go ahead and even if you want to get the regular Bratton, or something else, just don't. I wouldn't advise not using an MK1 weapon because you need to level it up, but I would say to go ahead and get the stun one.
Target down. Assassination contract
a very
complete.
effective early game
Great work,
weapon.
Tenno.
And we got a good amount of credits there. Let's go ahead and I was gonna talk to you guys about something, but I forgot because I went on to this whole Shrun thing. The Shrun's amazing. Yeah, so all of the bosses have those little phases, those little stages of, you know, like you take their health down, they do a thing, and then
you are free now.
then you gotta do it 3 times. You know, it's kind of like if you're doing a boss in Final Fantasy or something, or like Kingdom Hearts. Like, they have stages, you know, like any other dungeon boss would.
Of the Grenier machine, and we have seen that the Corpus have begun amassing
but yeah, guys,
weapons
that
of their
was
own. It is a dangerous time.
That was the prologue. I'm just waiting on it to pop up.
Ordis will gladly assist the operator in cutting a bloody path.
Now, okay, every now and then you'll get inbox messages like this. I'm not going to read this open, but basically it's saying, you freed yourself from Vor, you can go move on, you can play with friends, basically what this is saying, do incomplete missions and alerts on the star chart, which is, I'll show that to you guys, and open new paths of exploration. Again, I'll show this to you. Use credits you've earned to buy blueprints in the market, hunt down resources, craft them in the foundry, customize your weapons warframes with mods, stuff like that. You know, and just this isn't really explained, right? Like, it just sends you an email, and it's so vague. This is what I'm here to show you guys, is saying, hey, like, these are things that are possible in the game that the game didn't actually teach you. This quest is complete. You can exit the quest. This is done. Now you are a legitimately free person. You can go do whatever you want. This whole thing right here, see all these planets? That's the star chart. Okay? The way you complete the star chart is by, it's kind of like a chessboard. Kinda. You see all these blue diamonds? That means you can go to the mission. No, that means you haven't completed the mission yet. And next to it, there's a lock. That means you have to do the mission before it to unlock it. Guys, don't go to Cetus yet. Just because you go to Cetus isn't a mission. It's the beginning, like, front town of the open world event, the Plains of Eidolon. You won't unlock Eurasia to get to Mars until you complete a quest before that.
Are you enjoying the
Your
view?
immediate path is to go ahead and complete, or go to these junctions, because the junctions is what will unlock the next planet that they go to. So you see how Earth says Venus Junction? Once we complete this, I can't do it yet. Once we complete this, we will be able to go to Venus. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can unlock that quest. The last thing I had to do for it was equip some mods. So let's go ahead and see if we can unlock this. I think I can. Ugh, we're just under enough. Okay,
Operator,
so we can't
you
yet.
have remembered
So let me
well
explain
how
these
the Tenno
things to
arm
you.
themselves.
Because I'm not gonna farm XP on. I'm not gonna farm for XP while making these videos. It's gonna take too long. Basically, you see how on the left-hand side it has Venus Junction. Complete the junction path and goals to gain access to a new planet. That's what I just explained, basically. Basically, each of these quests that they have, these little mini quests, you have to complete those in order to gain access to opening up the barrier that's inside the Venus Junction. You have to complete the Vor's Prize, which is the prologue mission. So by the time you get to this point, you've already done it. Collect 20 mods. Mods just drop from killing enemies. Apply 4 mods to a single Warframe or weapon. As you level up your Warframe, you get more mod capacity. I'll go back there and show you guys that. And upgrade a mod to rank 2 or higher. Again, I will show you how to do these last 2 things right now. You can go to your Warframe or weapons, hit the upgrade button, and you equip these mods. This is what I was trying to do. I was trying to see if I can get 4 right on there, but I didn't realize I had to that I have to find one more mod anyway. So yeah, you want to have 4 mods equipped, and even if you equip 4 mods and then take them off and only have 1, it still counts as that you've already done it. And then again, from here you can go ahead and click one of your mods, hit the fusion here at the top left, and go ahead and upgrade it to rank 2. You'll see the cost over here. Apply the fusion. Hit yes. We already did this in the previous video, but if you guys for some reason haven't watched that, go ahead and watch it. But it explains some mod stuff, and that's how you would complete these last 2 quests for the Venus Junction. Anyway, once you complete the Venus Junction, I'm gonna go ahead and go into it and explain to you why you have to do these quests. But basically, as soon as we go in there, there's going to be a barrier. Oh, I'm yawning. Sorry, guys. Okay. Yeah, so there's a walkway. This is the junction. There's a walkway. And you hear someone talking to you. It's this person over here. It's Rhino. It's each of the each of the junction bosses. Yeah, this is supposed to be a boss right here. Each of the junction bosses is a different Warframe that you will have to fight. Once you complete these quests right here, this will become available to open. This barrier opens, and you will commence combat in this little area with Rhino or whoever you're fighting at the junction. So that basically explains that. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. I just wanted to kind of finish the prologue for you guys, so that way we could now continue onwards with the rest of the Warframe gameplay. The thing I'm gonna do to progress through this is I'm gonna show you guys what weapons I would like to see you guys pick up, what my suggestions are for weapons, for Warframes, for farming in the early game, from getting like any resources that you guys will need, and just some tips and tricks that you guys can use to progress more efficiently and faster throughout the game. Once again, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe, and hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Stay classy, people. Bye!